Peace, I'm Gaia and welcome back to my channel. So today we are on day number 19 in our self-love series. This is the journey to our best, highest, and greatest version of ourselves. So if you are ready to go on this journey with me, let's go ahead and jump into day number 19 of 21 days. So today we are talking about giving ourselves the permission to dream big. And when I say dream big, I mean just go for it. Like if we could really imagine our lives the way that we really want them to be, instead of thinking about the bills, how it's gonna get done, how much it's gonna cost, and just focused on the true feelings that we get when we focus on purely and solely our dreams. So today is an exercise and a meditation to just open the mind to new possibilities. We're not going to think about if it makes sense. Just for today, we're not going to think about if it makes sense. We're not going to think about what our parents would think if we decided to pursue these particular dreams in this life path. We're not going to think about how long it's going to take and the schooling that you would have to go through to do certain things in your life. But we're not going to think about any of the tough things, because sometimes when you're thinking about your dreams, and you may hear a lawnmower in the back, that's my neighbor. Sometimes when you are thinking about your dreams, it's a little bit difficult to fully have the feeling of bliss and joy if you are too focused on the what ifs, okay? Those what ifs, when some people like to say, I'm just being in reality, I'm just living in reality. And we get that. And there's a time to live in reality, but there's also a flip side to that, which you also have to have a little bit of balance of yes, this is reality. Reality says we do things in this particular order, but at the same time, we also have to acknowledge that there is a higher source that is working also in our favor. So sometimes the things that we think in our minds are obstacles or things that we have to do and it's going to take many of years and things like that, God doesn't really see it that way, okay? So it's really coming down to a belief system. So we're talking about digging deep down inside and just feeling all of the feelings that you want to feel when you are your best version. Okay, now I know all of this sounds a little bit around the about, but if you just imagine with me for a moment, go on this journey with me for a moment, okay? I want to manifest a different life than what I currently have. This was a situation for me, what I just went through. I was waking up every day and I didn't really like where I was living. I didn't really like where the place where I was working, and I didn't have a vehicle, so it was very tough to get around in my city. And these were three very big things that in my mind, I made so many steps to be able to get there. In my mind, I made it to be, I have to, first I have to get my credit right so that I can apply for a house. Okay, first I have to find a better job so that I can, and all of that is just really trying to figure it out, trying to rationalize it with your mind. But we're talking supernatural powers, maybe. So it's not really something that you can rationalize and think out. And so when I finally let go of trying to micromanage and trying to live in reality, and I have to do it this way, and be so rigid and stuck in my ways of this is the path to where I'm supposed to be, it wasn't allowing me space for anything else. And so when I finally let go of everything that I thought, all of these steps that I thought that it was going to take me to get to my dreams, it happened. And miraculously, within 1 month, I got a new job, a car, and a house. And my life was completely different. And to me, I think that the key to changing your life and changing your circumstances is really just in your mind, making that decision. Once you make that decision in your mind, like, no, this is not it. I want to do this. I want to be here. I'm supposed to do this. I'm called to do that. I'm guided to do that. And sometimes it's too big. It's too scary. So we make all of these extra steps up. Oh, I want to be a teacher, but I have to go to school first. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to do this. And that was my mindset thinking until I became a substitute teacher with a Zoom course. I'm just like, in all of my years of spirituality and diving deep within myself, I realized that the key to everything is my mind. My mind creates my experience. My mind creates my next experience, right? And so as long as it's not a possibility first in my mind, then it will never be a possibility in reality. Okay? So today, let's focus on all of those things that you feel deep and down in your soul that you know to be true for you, all of those things that you are led to do. Let's think about that. Let's feel those feelings. And for a moment, let's not be in reality. Okay? Let's live in the supernatural world just for a moment. Just so we can allow our mind just to go there. Allow our mind just to be uninhibited to all of the reality checks. And just dream big, bigger than you've ever dreamed before, because every time we are trying to dream, it's almost like I heard a quote. It was like, we are dreaming big of it was something like a cup of water, okay? And God is trying to give you the ocean. But you won't be able to even receive anything bigger unless your mind first accepts something else is bigger and better and greater for you. And that's that openness to be the best version of yourself. And it's always me against me. It's never a competition against someone else, even if they're in the same industry as you, even if they do the exact same thing as you, they are still not you. So there's never any competition of what your dreams are and who you're trying to be. Don't try to be anybody else except for what you think is your best version, okay? So a lot of people will say, oh, I want to be my healthiest version. I want to be my best version. I'm going to be vegan tomorrow. And guess what? That works for some people, and for some people it doesn't. And that's okay. All right. It's about the best version of you for you. And if that means keto, if that means you're doing um, green eating, you're doing a salad, you're doing smoothies, you're doing fasting, whatever it is for you, that is personal to you. It's whatever you believe is your highest, best, and greatest version of yourself. And let's fully dive deep and focus on that. So now let's head into part two, which is the meditation to really open your mind to all that life has to offer for you. Enjoy.
During this meditation, you should be fully relaxed. So go ahead and take a moment to put yourself in the most relaxed position, either lying down flat on your back or sitting up in the meditation pose. And when you are fully relaxed, please join me in taking 3 deep breaths to become fully centered. Now, when we take our deep breaths, it's always as slow as possible, in through the nose, inhaling as much as we can as we fill our lungs fully. And as we exhale, we go ahead and squeeze our stomach tight to release all of the remaining air. And for the last time, let's go ahead and take one more deep breath. And now at this point, you should feel fully relaxed and ready to begin. For a moment, just imagine that the person we have worked so hard to become, the person that we imagine is our best versions. Just close your eyes and imagine that person and imagine that you are already them. What would your day look like? Imagine that you no longer have to work so hard to accomplish the thing, but that thing is already accomplished. What now? What now? Imagine where your life would be when all of your dreams are already accomplished. Allow the vision of your life to come through as you close your eyes and imagine going through the full day as your best, highest, greatest version of yourself. What time would you wake up in the morning as your best self? What type of things would you do throughout your day as your best self? What type of people would you associate with as your best and highest, greatest version of yourself? Imagine it. Close your eyes and just see how life would be if it were already done. And even as I sit here and make this speaking to you, I'm really speaking to myself, because as I sit here with my eyes closed, I envision myself on a farm with animals all around, and my children are safe in the yard, and I own such a big, beautiful house, and I have a garden in my backyard, and all of my dreams are already here, and I just get filled with so much joy. I allow that joy to completely consume me. I allow that joy that I feel when I envision myself with my dreams already accomplished. I allow that joy, that bliss, that pure light to guide me and to push me through all the tough times in life. This is the vision that I hold in my mind that helps me get through every day. And I hope that the vision that you see for yourself, and whatever that might be, that is personal to you. It may not be a farm like mine's, but whatever you see, allow that feeling to overwhelm you, that joy, that bliss, that sense of accomplishment, that true greatness, that pure light. Allow it to fill you fully and feel the energy, and allow that light to push you through your toughest moments. Anytime you are going through something, or maybe not going through something, maybe you are having a great day, anytime your heart desires, close your eyes and revisit this vision. Revisit all of your hopes and dreams already being done. Say it aloud to yourself as you see it in your mind, and feel it already being done. You are amazing. You are so powerful. And anything that your heart desires will be yours. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.